Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. With it being the new year, 2020, as you can see behind me, I have a constant reminder on the wall in the gym of what the goal is this year, and that is the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. It's also the time in January where people start to well, they have their New Year's resolutions from the 1st of January and they think, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be able to get it. But then after the first week or so, their resolutions start to like dwindle a little bit. You start cheating, you start figuring out ways to get around it and coming up with excuses and all that kind of stuff. I thought I would go through some of my top 5 tips to be able to stay focused on your New Year's resolutions if you're struggling to keep them, or if you want to start now, like no time like the present. People always wait for the 1st of January to turn over new year, new me, or I'm gonna start my diet on Monday, that kind of stuff. Well, actually there's no time like the present, so I'm gonna run through my top 5 tips for sticking to your New Year's resolutions. Starting small. So lots of people, if you're anything like me, make a New Year's resolution and that's it. They're gonna stop fizzy drinks, they're gonna stop eating chocolate, and they'll just do it cold turkey, and that works for some people. But for others, being able to start with small little increments, they're gonna make it so much easier to make it realistic and be a long-term change. So I would recommend starting with short-term goals, medium-term goals, and long-term goals of where you want to actually be come the end of your New Year's resolution. Because if you start just quitting something or changing something completely, it could be such a big change. Either your body's not ready for, or your mind's not ready for, whatever it is. So to be able to start with those small little increments will be able to help you maintain that for a lot longer. Accountability. Now, that's an interesting word because realistically, it's about talking about your goals, telling a friend, telling someone what your New Year's resolutions are so that you have a sense of accountability. Gives you that motivation to keep wanting to work towards those goals and wanting to keep pushing forward with that resolution. Because if other people know what your New Year's resolutions are and they see you failing at it, you kind of know that people are seeing you fail at it, so it gives you that extra push and that extra motivation to keep the pride there to make sure you're sticking to them. Don't be hard on yourself. Big changes in life and big New Year's resolutions can be difficult to stick to. And if for some reason, whatever it may be, you fail one day on your New Year's resolution, just because you fail one day with that thing does not mean that you have to all of a sudden think, oh, I'm gonna have to wait until next year to do this, or I'm gonna have to wait until Monday to get that back on track. Actually, no, nobody's perfect. Sometimes you will fail on your New Year's resolution, and you can do that once and that's fine, and you can get right back on the horse and get back to it. Because if you think that it's either all in or nothing, then of course it's going to be even more difficult to be able to maintain that long term. So if you do make a mistake and you do not keep with your New Year's resolutions for one day, it doesn't matter. Start again and keep going, because eventually you'll make those changes and you won't even have to think about it. Asking for help is something that lots of people don't like to do because they don't want to burden other people with their problems or burden other people with extra things to have to think about or do. When actually being able to tell someone or ask for help, ask for support from your friends and family, that's what friends and family are there for, to help support you to be the best person that you can be. And whether that's having a buddy to do the New Year's resolution with you, if it's going back to the gym, if it's eating healthily, if it's giving up chocolate, if it's giving up fizzy drinks, whatever it may be, to be able to have someone to do it with you can be motivating, and you can talk about the struggles together, and you can be there to give people that extra support and say, hey, thought we weren't doing fizzy drinks. And it just makes people have that, like I said earlier about accountability, being able to talk about it and having someone to do it with you can help a lot. Getting rid of distractions is something that I would highly recommend. If you find yourself on your phone, watching TV, or generally getting distracted and procrastinating with things that you could be doing differently and things that you could be getting on with, I think being able to have a little bit of a digital detox away from screens and being able to get rid of anything that is going to distract you, even if it's a games console, whatever that may be, if it's distracting you from what your goals are, just try and limit yourself to how much you're actually using those things to really help you stay focused on your New Year's resolutions. Well, if you have been struggling with your New Year's resolutions, I hope that helps a little bit to keep you, help you get you back on track, or help give you a little bit of motivation to try and stick to those New Year's resolutions. If you've got any other tips for anyone else, leave them in the comments below, because it'd be nice to have a little bit of a community feel to help people achieve their goals. And if you want accountability, write your New Year's resolutions in the comments below so everyone can see them and everyone knows what they are, so it can help you stick to those New Year's resolutions. But in the meantime, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next week.